welcome back to my channel. It's lovely to have you back. Thanks for watching. Today I have another monthly mood board video for you. Now, I was umming and ahhing about whether filming another one of these because honestly they're not one of my most watched videos, and I kind of understand why, because this isn't going to be for everybody, and also it's something quite new. It's something I haven't seen before on YouTube, but that's actually why I love filming them so much, because I get to talk about my mood board with you guys, which is something that's really important to me and something that I get a lot of inspiration from. So I was umming and ahhing about whether to carry on doing them because they're not your guys' favourite videos from the views, I can tell, but I really love filming them, and it's something a little bit different on YouTube that hasn't really been done before, so I am going to carry on for now at least. So this is January and February's mood board. I say February as well because it's from Vogue. Some of the images are from Vogue and Elle February, so that's why I've included that as well. But yeah, so we're just going to run through some of the things that are on the board and some of the trends that I've been noticing. The first trend that I wanted to talk about is something that I'm actually kind of intimidated by and a little bit scared to try, and that's the Western cowboy theme. We've been seeing it quite a lot lately. I have a nice picture here that like demonstrates it quite well. I keep seeing loads and loads of cowboy boots, especially in Topshop. They've got a few really lovely pairs of boots with like a Western style to them, and it's something that on the shelves and on the hanger I really love, but I don't know how I would incorporate that to my wardrobe, so that could be a little bit interesting, a little bit fun. I don't know if I'm going to dive into this one, but I have put it on my mood board anyway because I really like the look of it. It's just whether I can like make it work for me. But yeah, overall it's just got this really like rodeo Western cowboy vibe. The boots seem to be the main thing that I keep noticing, but we've also been seeing like a lot of cow print, a lot of leather. There's quite a lot of leather on my mood board already, and a lot of that goes with this trend, a lot of plaid as well, which is something that's already in my wardrobe, so maybe I can do it that way, but it was something that I'd noticed and I'm quite interested in it. The next trend I wanted to talk about, and something that we've been seeing a lot lately, is a lot of leather, and I don't just mean in bags and shoes, but in clothing. This again goes into the cowboy trend, lots of leather Western looking jackets, but I've also been seeing it a lot in dresses, and I have a new photo up here. This one you've seen before, this was in my last video I'm pretty sure, but these two are new, and I keep seeing lots of leather clothing. Now it's something I'd be really interested in trying. I recently bought a vinyl skirt which is like a sort of shiny leather look skirt. It's not real leather though. So I'm sort of delving into it, but I feel like it might be a little bit hard to kind of style, but I am really interested in it. I love this outfit, and it seems to be leather dresses that really keep sort of inserting themselves into these photographs, which is really nice. I quite like the look of that. This picture I absolutely love. I've mainly put this picture up because of the bum bag, and I'll get onto that in a bit, but absolutely love the look of the leather dresses here, and it's something that I would be willing to try. Now, another trend that's been on my mood board for quite a few months now, and we've seen it and I've talked about it before, is berets. I still have this image and this image up on my mood board, which I think was in my last mood board video. It's something that I find really inspiring, and it really like motivates me to wear mine, and I have really been enjoying wearing mine as well, especially with my straight hair. I think it just looks really good, but I know a lot of people that pull it off with curly hair. For me, that doesn't really work for some reason. I don't know why. I much prefer it with straight hair. But another picture I put up recently is this one, and I'm obsessed with this picture. I think it's so beautiful. I love the girls in it. I love what they're wearing. And I thought it was really interesting that both their berets had star pins on, because my beret actually has stars on. And it's almost identical to this one with the 3 stars, although my stars are a lot smaller and hers are quite big. But I just really thought that was interesting, and I felt quite cool that like a beret that was similar to my one was in Vogue. But yeah, that trend doesn't seem to be going anywhere. It's something that's been going for quite a while now, quite a few months, and it's something that I've been really enjoying. I actually kind of started wearing berets when I went to Paris, and that wasn't because I was going to France and they're like known well in France, but I truly just was into the trend already then, and that was like a year and a half ago now, so they've been around for quite some time, but there's something that I still find really inspiring. The next trend I wanted to talk about is one that I really haven't stopped wearing since I bought the piece, and that is puffer jackets. If you've seen my last few videos, you know that I bought a puffer jacket from H&M and I'm absolutely besotted with it. It's so lovely, and it's so practical and so warm too, and I really like the sports luxe kind of juxtaposition with the clothes that I already wear. I picked out this picture because she's wearing a really giant oversized purple puffer. I love what she's wearing underneath too. And I think it's really interesting that I've been seeing a lot of coloured puffer jackets, so purples, greens, reds, blues, and I've got a black one that tends to go with everything. But I think it's really nice that you can branch out and do different colours as well. That seems to be the only picture I've got of puffer jackets, but it is a really huge trend at the moment and I'm all on board for it. The next trend I've been noticing is something to do with makeup, and it's something that I've actually been doing for quite a few months now, and that's really natural pulled back makeup. So first picture, this was in my last mood board video, is this one over here where she has super natural makeup, really overgrown brows, barely any mascara on, no eyeshadow, and just a really clean natural looking base. And it's something that I've noticed in a lot of pictures recently. We've got Runway Street here with very natural look. This picture down here with all the freckles showing through, which I love because I have freckles too. And it just seems to be something that's getting picked up a lot. A lot of the pictures, the models are wearing barely any makeup, and it's something that I really enjoy doing. I focus a lot on what the base looks like, so I make sure my foundation, my bronzer and my contour all really on point, because that way if the skin looks good you don't have to put as much effort into the eyes. I've kind of been letting my eyebrows grow out a little bit and just putting eyebrow gel through them, which works really nicely for me. I've always wanted to have like natural looking eyebrows. I'm not one for chiseling them out or anything like that. I think that looks great on other people, but personally not for me. And then recently I've not even been wearing eyeshadow, which used to be something I really enjoyed doing, but I've kind of pulled back from that as well and just putting like a little one layer of mascara on and leaving it at that. And it's something I've actually really been enjoying and getting a lot of compliments on too. So I think that's a really nice trend for anybody who's either getting into makeup or wants to try something new with their makeup. I think that's a nice one. Now the next trend that I've noticed is something that I've really been interested in, and the trend is called dad trainers. I have this picture here of like a few different designers that have done these over the top, really sporty, kind of 90s vibes, like Reebok style trainers, and it's something that I've really been into. I recently bought a pair of Nike Air Force Ones, which kind of goes into this trend because they're really bulky and like not your normal sneakers. They're like really bulked up, a bit of a platform at the bottom, and that's kind of what the designers have been going for here. And I love these Louis Vuitton ones. I think they're so ugly that they're almost pretty, and they have been kind of stealing the show with a lot of this trend. A lot of the magazines that have been showing editorials with like over the top trainers have been using the Louis Vuitton ones, and I really like them. This is the only picture on here that I have that really like shows it off properly, but it is a really big trend at the moment and it's something that I've really been enjoying doing. Another trend that I actually talked about in my last video was coloured boots, and at the time the red boots were really in, and that's why I got my Zara ones. But I've noticed white boots coming through as well, so it seems to be white and red boots that are the big trend leaders. So I've put this picture up of these gorgeous white Louis Vuitton boots, and they were really different because they have this almost zebra print, but the zebra print is the Louis Vuitton monogram print in reverse colour. So normally it's on a dark background with like the caramel LV and flower logos, but this they've done in reverse, so it's a light background with the dark LV and flower logos on this white boot in like a zebra print, which I thought was really different. And also the style of these boots with the really big chunky angled heel really reminds me of like the cowboy style, really western, especially with that print going along. I think that's really cool. So that was something that really stood out to me, and I think just boots in general are just always going to be a #1 for me. The last trend I wanted to talk about is something I've been noticing a lot recently, and something that I definitely want to get into, and that is bum bags. I've got this picture up here, this gorgeous leather bum bag being worn like across the body, which is also quite different because obviously normally you wear them around your waist. My favourites at the moment are definitely the Gucci bum bags. I absolutely love those with the chevron detail and the GG logo. I also think these are so practical. I mean, I always wore a bum bag when I went to like Reading Festival and stuff like that. And to be honest, they're not so much being worn on the hips anymore. It's more coming onto the waist, using to cinch in the waist, almost like a belt. That's practical. Or for the sports luxe kind of trend, they've been worn across the body, across the chest, which is again something really, really different. And this is definitely something I want to get into. It's just which bum bag to buy. I've got my eye on the Gucci one, so I think that's probably the one I hopefully will be able to go for. Okay guys, that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to go and check out the blog, where I have been putting loads and loads of blog posts up. I do a blog post every Friday now and a YouTube video every Monday, so I'm really excited about that. And I've really been enjoying doing the blog as well. Don't forget to go follow me on Instagram and Twitter, rayofstyle_. I post loads on there as well, especially my Instagram. I really, really love Instagram, so that's like a big passion of mine too. So do go follow me if you can. Give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.